All right, welcome to Full Body Strength, 30 minutes long. My name is Amy, Target Fitness Program Manager. We're going to get started right away into our warm-up here. Go shoulder width stance, and we're going to push our hips left to right, warming up those joints, those smaller muscles that support the joints, inner outer legs. Whatever range of motion feels good right now, maybe a little stretch is what feels best. Pushing those hips back, maybe adding a little opposite arm reach with rotation towards that opposite leg or that foot. Keeping that back neutral, not rounding or arching. One more left to right. Bring it back together. We're going to hinge. So hinge and then lunge, lunge. One hinge, two lunges. Stretch those glutes, hamstrings. Squeeze the glutes, come back up to neutral. You can do two hinges too if you want to make it even. Two hinges, two lunges. Hands can be on the hips or behind the head for a little bit of a chest lat stretch. On your next hinge, we're going to pause at the bottom here. We're going to do some shoulder mobility, reach it forward in an I shape, back, reach it out in a Y shape, back, and then out straight to a T. One more time, up, out, to the side. Go one more round, hinges and lunges. Two more rounds of that IYT in that hinge. Stand it all the way up. Let's reach and pull with a march. Warming up those shoulders. Go opposite elbow or hand to knee with rotation in that mid to upper spine. Warming up that T-spine. Nice job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Quick drink if you need it. All right, 3 exercises, 45 on, 15 transition. We'll go through each block twice, or 3 times, excuse me, and we have 2 blocks of work. So our first one is hip thrust, lower body, heavy weight, just resting the dumbbell right on top of the hips. I'm going to do a double leg hip thrust. If you prefer to do a single leg or a B stance, you can do that. Glute bridge on the floor is just fine. If you're up on an edge, lower down to about shoulder blade or right on the bra, bottom of the bra, and we're going to squeeze it, lift the hips, lower it down. Here's 3, 2, 1. Here we go. My timer, my iPad is charging. So glute bridge is on the floor here, not as big of a range of motion, but we're working the exact same muscles. If you want single leg, I like to do a little knee driver single leg here, or you could do B stance, just do a kickstand off to the side, focusing on that one leg. We're halfway right here. Lower down, lift it up, keep that neutral spine through that rib cage, so chin to chest as we lift and lower. That prevents too much arching. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab 2 dumbbells for bent over row. Maybe a tad lighter than you normally would go here. We're going to be doing like a seesaw action. So one is rotating down and pulling up. So we're constantly under tension. Here we go. Row with rotation, bent over, reach and pull. That's why I said to go a little bit lighter than normal. If you like traditional rows better, that is totally fine. I'm keeping my elbows in close to my body as I pull that elbow back, dumbbell to hip. Tailbone pushing back and up towards the ceiling, so we don't want to curl under here. Nice job. If you need a little break, stand it up for 2 to 5 seconds. Repeat or jump back in. Here's 10 seconds. Shoulders back and down, really squeezing between the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to keep a single dumbbell. We're going into core work. Down to the floor. Dumbbell in right hand. Left leg long on the floor, right leg bent. 3, 2, 1. Diagonal sit up here. Pushing out over towards that straight leg. Dumbbell to the ceiling. Shoulder to floor or towards that low leg. Dumbbell towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Dumbbell on the left hand. Bend the left leg. Diagonal sit up towards that straight leg on the floor. Arm can be supporting, so you're driving that dumbbell up. You can come up to the elbow or all the way up to the hand. Exhale as you squeeze up. Here's 3, 2, 1. Nice job. 30 seconds break. Round 2 coming up next. My music stopped. All right, hip thrust. Let's see it in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So as we come up into this full hip thrust at the top, our feet are right underneath our knees. We don't want to be out here. We don't want to be too close to our butt. Right underneath. 1 to 2 counts up. Maybe 1 to 2 counts at the top. 1 to 2 counts down. Nice job. Really driving through those feet. Squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Nice job. 10 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 more. By the end of the 45 interval, the last 2 reps are really challenging, like an 8 out of 10. 3, 2, 1. Row with rotation. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So hips and legs are nice and stable. We're rotating kind of through that belly button. Breathe in evenly through this one. Inhale and exhale evenly with control. Nice job. We're about halfway. This one's tough. It's consistent movement and muscles working. So there's no pause at the top or bottom really, which is kind of like a micro break with normal lifts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Diagonal sit up. Let's start on that opposite side first. So dumbbell on the left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Finish out round 2. Keeping that back neutral as we come up diagonally. So we don't want to round through the spine. 4, 3, 2, switch. Nice job, team. Ten seconds, maybe 2 more. This can be done without dumbbell in the hand as well. 3, 2, 1. Final break of this block of work. Just 30 seconds between rounds. So if you feel like you need more than that, you can definitely take it, hop back in the circuit when you can. You can do You can also shorten the intervals. Here's 3, 2, 1. If you prefer like a 30-second interval, which would be like 6 to 8 reps or so, you can go a little bit heavier. The lower the rep range, the more we're working pure strength. In that 6 to 10 or 12, that's more like strength plus hypertrophy. And the high rep range can still be hypertrophy, but then you can tap into muscular endurance as well. Nice job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swap to upper body. Working that back. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. You can slow this one way down as well. Still under tension, but moving a little bit slower. Check in at that core. It's a light connection with that front, side, and back body. Dumbbell comes from right underneath the shoulder to the hip and back. Nice job. We got 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Swapping out to a single dumbbell, whichever side you want to start with. Diagonal weighted sit up. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Working those obliques with that rotation over to the opposite side. That whole core is working with these, of course. 3, 2, 1. But that adding the rotation works those obliques, internal and external obliques. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job with that circuit, team. A little extra break before we head into the second and final block of work. We're going to start with lower body again. This can be body weight or adding some lower body dumbbells. This is going to be a lateral squat or a Cossack squat. So wider than shoulders if you can. And we're going to drop down into a lateral squat. The reason it's a squat, not a lunge, is that our feet are not moving. And you can go down as far as you need to or want to. The knee can go over the toe slightly. Just be mindful of it. We don't want to go down too fast or send it forward too fast or load it up too much if you're not used to that. So that if you go down low enough, you can pick the toes up and drop the heel down into a Cossack squat. All right, team. 10 seconds and we're going into that lower body Cossack squat or lateral squat. If you want to add a dumbbell to this, goblet style, or you could go single arm switching every time. Here we go. Slow and controlled. Squeezing those inner outer legs, driving through that foot. Powerful push away from the floor. Really working those inner outer legs. Nice job. We still want our hips to go back behind us. Hinging forward, letting that upper body come down, but keeping those shoulders back and down. Staying neutral through that spine. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going into push-ups. I'm going to incline mine. You can go down to the floor. You can go down to the knees, whatever works for you. Elbows go down at back at a 45. Here's 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push up Add a toe tap out each side in between each push-up. Toe tap out and out, keeping those hips down even with the rest of the body. Shoulders back and down, working chest, front of the shoulder, biceps, triceps. Core working hard as well. Nice job. Breathing through it. Couple more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going standing core. I'm going to do a light dumbbell. You could go medium. We're doing a windmill. So feet shoulder width. You can point one foot out slightly, externally rotate, and we're going down, hinging, coming back up. Here we go. Really doing that hinging motion in today's strength workout. Lower down, push those hips back. Everyone's windmill is going to look a little different just because our anatomy is unique to us. I've got a long torso. My legs are short, so my windmill won't look like yours. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The main thing is that we're hinging left to right or right to left, depending on which side you're on. Our arm in the air is nice and stable as we rotate around it. Nice job. And your range of motion is up to you. If you're new to these, make them a little bit shallow, maybe to the knee and back up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 10 seconds, ready for Cossack squat. Now that you kind of know what to expect, you kind of got the mood down a little bit, maybe go a little bit more challenging if you can. Here we go. Join me. This is definitely core work as well, especially if you're holding this goblet style. The dumbbell wants to pull you down and forward. That low back and core needs to stabilize and control. Big exhale coming out and up. Nice job. You'll feel it in those side glutes as well. 3, 2, 1. Push up, toe tap. Back to upper body push in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. How far you tap out to the side is up to you. It can be small or big. Slow and controlled. We don't want those hips moving at all. Inhale down, exhale up. Try not to hold your breath in any sort of plank. Awesome, team. You got it. You're over halfway. You got it. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go windmill. I'll show just body weight this round. Again, weight in the hand is optional. Here's 4. Opposite side first, if you remember which way you started. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So that hand just kind of follows the leg down. I got a little bend in my leg that's externally rotated. You might not need it. Good. We're working that side body. 3, 2, 1. Those obliques again. Nice job. Kind of hard to see when I'm wearing all black to hinge. 3, 2, 1. and relax. Last break here. Decide how round 2 went. Make a decision if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, or if you need to stay the same, or even you can always back it off too. If you went too gung-ho round 1 and 2, you can always back it off or make adjustments. Go a little bit slower, less reps, less range of motion. Here's 3, 2, 1, Cossack squat, let's go. I wanted to do push-ups first. I had my chair ready. Lower body first. Nice job. We want to stabilize that knee as we lower and lift. We don't want not too much wobbling. You might be a little shaky, but we don't want it out of control. Nice job. Whichever way those toes are pointing, that's kind of where your knee wants to go or should go. They can be straight forward or it can be slightly out. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now we got push-ups. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Set it up. Let's go. Checking in at that core. Make sure we're not sending too much pressure down into that midline. Try to distribute it evenly all through that core, not just down and forward. That's a light connection all the way around. We don't want to over grip that front of the core. Awesome job. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Windmill here to finish it out. Whichever side you want to start on. Here's 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up, nice and slow and controlled. Micro bend in the elbow, but everything else is nice and stable, straight up. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Seeing that is it. Weights to the side. Quick drink of water. We're going to do some mobility. Get some breathing going for down regulation. All right. So just a little sway left to right. Let those arms kind of freely sway left and right. And bring it to a stillness. I'm just gonna use the wall for a little bit of balance help. We're just gonna do a hip rotation, drawing a circle with that knee. So forward, externally rotate, drop it down, internally rotate, and back. Switch directions. Other side, switch legs. Slow and controlled. Switch direction. Making sure that pelvis isn't moving along with the leg. It's just the femur moving, that big leg bone. And bring it back down. Let's drop it down to a single leg. Shift it forward, shift it back. Nice and controlled here, dynamic hip flexor to glute hamstring stretch. All right, opposite hand to the floor. You can either keep the knee on the floor or bring it up, rotate, and come on the inside of the leg, sweeping that arm up and back, forward to the inside of the leg, elbow to instep. One more. Bring the feet together. Pause here for a forward fold. Lift those hips a little bit. You can bend those knees as much as you need to. Drop the chin, let the head hang heavy. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Arms are hanging heavy as well. Step that opposite foot back when you're ready. Drop all the way to that knee. Bring it up for that dynamic hip flexor to hamstring. Moving with intention and control here. And start to begin to breathe just through the nose. Inhale to exhale, maybe elongating the exhales. One more. Drop the opposite hand. Lift the knee, optional. Rotate towards that front leg. Sweep from the inside of the leg and up and back. One more. Step it together. Round it up one vertebrae at a time, slowly, carefully. At the top, give me some shoulder rolls, 2 or 3 each way. Nice and big through that shoulder joint, other direction. And drop the shoulders down. Big inhale, reach it up vertical, full body stretch. Exhale, release it down. And we are done. That is it for full body strength. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, or if you have any questions, anything like that, feel free to DM me on Slack. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thanks.